Adventures by Disney has some incredible itineraries worldwide. One of the ones that I love the most is the Norway itinerary. So join me as I'll be walking through your trip in a life if you chose to go on Adventures by Disney in Norway.
I'm Christina. I'm a traveler, a planner, and most importantly, a mom. I'm sharing my best tips to make traveling as a family a little less stressful. So put down your phone, pack your bags, and let's showcase the world.
Hi, my name's Christina and I'm the owner of Showcase the World Travel, a modern travel agency dedicated to helping families take a break from the busy and explore the worlds together. And one of the places that's currently on my bucket list is Norway. Norway is definitely in my top 5 places of where I want to go. And I love Adventures by Disney. Adventures by Disney is one of my absolute favorite ways for families to travel. If you're not really sure what Adventures by Disney is, check out this video that I did on what is Adventures by Disney to give you a little bit more information. But just a quick overview, it's Disney's guided vacation arm, so they're group trips, but they are unlike any group tour you would ever have seen, heard of, experienced, because they are all about the storytelling and they're all about having an experience for everyone in the family. So they have an Norway itinerary where you can experience breathtaking fjords, glacial lakes, snow-capped mountains, and storybook villages that just are all over the region. If you are adventurous, you can fish, hike, raft, all of that during your Adventures by Disney Norway vacation. But my favorite part is immersing yourself in the warm, welcoming local culture and history. So the Norway itinerary is 8 days. It includes 17 meals and 15 sites. So that's a lot of moving back and forth. The great thing with Adventures by Disney is they're going to make sure everything goes off seamlessly. They're going to pick you up from the airport. They're going to bring you to your first hotel. When it's time to move to your next hotel, they're going to bring you to a location. You're going to enjoy that site for the day, bring you to the next hotel, and your bags are going to be in there waiting for you. You don't have to worry about moving any of your stuff, which is so exciting. So you come, and one of the things that I want to mention is, for the most part, Adventures by Disney does not do a ton of characters. This is one itinerary where they do have a little bit of inspiration from Frozen. So if you were to go to Germany, it's not like you're going to have a ton of Snow White or Tangled or any of those other things set in Germany. Same thing, France, you're not getting Sleeping Beauty or Beauty and the Beast. But with the Norway itinerary, it does have a really big Frozen presence, which is great if you have Frozen fans. Maybe not so great if you don't, but this is one of the few itineraries that leans heavily into intellectual property. But on day 1, you're going to arrive in Bergen and you're going to be welcomed with a Frozen-inspired welcome dinner. The next day, you're going to head out to Voss, which famous for its water, and Flam, and you're going to get to go river rafting in Voss, which is so exciting. If you don't enjoy river rafting, they do have other options for you as well, but I'm just going to hit some of the highlights here. Day 3 is also in Flam. You're going to go on a fjord safari in a rigid inflatable boat. They call them rib boats, and you're going to visit the smallest stave church in the world. If you're a Disney fan, you'll recognize the stave church as the inspiration for the one in the Norway Pavilion in Epcot. And then you have dinner on your own. So like I said, they do include 17 meals, but there are a few where your meals are not included because they want you to get out and experience the local cuisine on your own. So that would be a dinner on your own. In day 4, you would go to another location that I'm not going to try to pronounce because it's Norwegian. And so you're going to spend 2 days here in Geiranger. You're going to visit another stave church. This night they have an adult dinner at the hotel restaurant, so you're able to have some kid-free time. And the junior adventurers, what they call the kids, the junior adventurers are going to have their own dinner in the museum room with crafts and activities, so that you get a little bit of a break from your kids, which I love about Adventures by Disney. And things when you're doing visits like to the Stave Church, where you're interested in the architecture and the history, and your kids might not be. They might be doing something like a scavenger hunt or something exciting to make it a little bit more engaging. And that's something that only Adventures by Disney does this well, right? Your next day in Guy Ranger, Geiranger, you're going to visit a farm, and that's so much fun for the kids because they're going to get to do farm activities, see how cheese is made, all of that. You get to walk to a fjord viewpoint to see these beautiful, stunning, life-changing views. If you enjoy hiking, then you can hike up to a really famous waterfall, Strossifshofen, and then you have dinner on your own as well. Day 6, you have a ferry ride, you have a sky lift and lunch on the top of Mount Hoven, and then you have a barbecue dinner in a private cabin, which is so much fun. Then on your last full day, you are in Oslo, and then you get to just visit the capital and see the colorful houses and really enjoy Oslo. There is a farewell dinner that night and folk dancing at your hotel. You'd be at the Grand Hotel Oslo that night, and you get to say goodbye to the people that you meet. And I know a guided tour doesn't like touring with people that you don't know at first seems really intimidating or uncomfortable, but that's really one of the geniuses of Adventures by Disney is, working with a travel advisor like myself. We're going to help pair you up on an itinerary. If your dates are flexible, we can call and we can ask who else is booked on the itinerary, so we can find, if you have a 10 and a 12-year-old, we can find an itinerary with another 10 and a 12-year-old or an 11 and 13 or something, so that your kids have someone to engage with. And some of the feedback that I get from Adventures by Disney is that they did not like the idea of group travel, but then they made friends that are lasting a lifetime, and then they want to travel with them again. So that farewell dinner is really, really poignant, where you get to relive memories, and then on day 8 you depart Oslo. You can add more time in Oslo because I just don't think a day is enough before you leave, and that is the itinerary. One thing I do want to mention is I believe they started doing it again. They weren't doing it for a while, but when you do visit the farm, there is a visit from Anna and Elsa at the farm, which is so exciting for the children in the group. And like I said, this is the only itinerary that really has a lot leans into the intellectual property and characters, but it's just so well done and tasteful, and so really, really fun. If you would like to book your Adventures by Disney to Norway or anywhere else, please schedule a call using the link below. We also have a guide that would be really helpful about how Adventures by Disney is the ultimate vacation without overwhelm. What's included, what are some itineraries, and you can get that link right below. Thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to take a break from the busy.
Need help planning your next family vacation? Visit us at showcasetheworld.com to request a quote or schedule a free vacation consultation. Want more great travel tips? You'll find those there too.